Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pea risotto with fresh ricotta and ham crisps. Without further ado, let's get to it. So when these beautiful peas are in season, I can think of nothing better than to make a delicious pea risotto. So we're going to start by removing the skins. But we're going to keep the skins because they're the vital ingredient in our pea stock that we're going to use to make the risotto. When the peas are this small and this sweet, they're just perfect for the risotto. Pea stock. We're going to start by making our pea stock. We're going to take 250 grams of pea skins and we're going to cover it with 500 milliliters of water. We're going to put this into a blender and we're going to blend it into a coarse paste. So lid on, up to full speed, give that a minute or so, and then we're going to transfer it into a pan. As you know me by now, I absolutely hate wasting ingredients, and this is an incredible way to use every single piece of the pea. So we're going to bring this up to the boil. The moment it comes up to the boil, we're going to take it off the heat, and we're going to filter it through a fine sieve. Making sure that we get every single last drop of the pea stock out, using the back of a spoon to push through all the juice, just leaving the fibres of the pea to remain. After you've done that, we're going to season with Maldon sea salt just to bring out the flavour, and then we're going to take a nice handful of mint, just bruise it to get all the flavour out, and we're going to put it into the stock and allow that to infuse. Pea puree. So now I'm going to let you into a secret. Pretty much every single Michelin star restaurant in the country is using bird's eye frozen peas. They're absolutely delicious, they're picked when they're in season, they're frozen within minutes of being picked, and the flavour is incredible. So why not use them for a puree? They've gone straight into a pan of salted water with some fresh mint, and we cook them till they just start to float. We're going to drain off the water, put the peas into the blender, and just using a little bit of cooking liquor to get it going. Once it's smooth and silky, we transfer this into a flat tray to increase the surface area to allow us to cool it down quickly, and we're going to throw that straight into the fridge or the freezer. Ham crisps. So now we're going to make some little crispy bits of ham to go on top of our risotto to give it some salinity and a little bit of texture. So lay out some beautiful prosciutto or any other ham that you can get hold of. You're going to transfer that into a non-stick frying pan and place another weight on top. I'm just using a smaller frying pan. Cook that on a low heat just until the ham starts to crisp up. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes. Once it's crispy, take out the pieces of ham and drain them on a bit of kitchen paper. Pea, mint and broad bean dressing. The first job is to take these broad beans which we blanched in boiling water for 30 seconds. After blanching in 30 seconds, we then transferred them into ice water to shock them and stop the cooking. To remove the broad bean, just give the skin a gentle squeeze and the bean pops out. Next, we're going to slice some fresh mint into a chiffonade. We're going to mix 2 tablespoons of podded broad beans, 1 tablespoon of fresh peas, 1 tablespoon of mint, a pinch of salt, a twist of black pepper, a good glug of extra virgin olive oil, the best that you can afford as this is for finishing, a little splash of white wine vinegar, and we're going to give that a mix and it's ready to go. The risotto. We're going to start by brunoising 1 banana shallot. We're going to put that to one side and we're going to put 30 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil into a pan. Controversially, we're starting with the rice first. This allows us to toast the rice without burning the shallot. Once the rice is translucent, we're going to add in the shallot. We're using Violoni Nano rice. You could use Carnaroli or Arborio. I find Violoni Nano the best as it produces the creamiest, most delicious, firm risotto available. So now we're going to add in 200 milliliters of good quality white wine and we're going to reduce that down to almost nothing. And what that does is it reduces off the acidity but gives a lovely aroma and flavour to the risotto. Hit a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video and let me know in the comments if you're planning on making this risotto, and if you would, what risotto rice would you use? As you can see, the risotto has almost evaporated all of the white wine, so now we're going to start by adding the stock. Making a good quality risotto is a labour of love, and this is where the labour comes in. You need to start by adding a little bit of stock, stirring it until it evaporates, and then repeating the process until you've used up every single last drop. This will take approximately 10 to 12 minutes. Once all the stock has been absorbed, the rice will look quite dry, but don't worry, this is when we jazz it up. We're going to add all of our fresh peas raw now, and the risotto will start to cook those gently. Just stir those to incorporate, and now we're going to add our pea puree. 3 large tablespoons, and you can be generous with your spoons here. We're going to incorporate that into the risotto base, making sure that it's all beautiful and creamy. If it's looking a little bit dry, take a little bit more pea stock and just knock it back to loosen it up. You're looking for something that relaxes a little bit but holds its own shape. Season with salt and pepper, and now it's time for mantecato. This is the Italian word for adding butter and parmesan to the risotto. At this stage, we turn off the heat. We add 60 grams of parmesan, 60 grams of butter, and we beat it in until it's smooth and creamy. I'm using a 36-month aged parmesan to make this risotto, and I thoroughly recommend that you use the best parmesan that you can get hold of. This risotto needs something special, something that's got a lot of umami and a really rich flavour. It's important at this stage that no more heat is added to the pan, as that will make the parmesan go stringy, and that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is the grain of rice encapsulated in an emulsion of butter and parmesan, enriched with the pea puree and the fresh peas. Beating the risotto has a dual purpose of cooling the risotto, allowing it to thicken and become creamy. Plating. We're going to start by spooning the risotto onto a warm plate. Look at the consistency of the risotto, how it relaxes but yet holds its own shape. This is the perfect consistency. Once you spoon the risotto into the middle, give it a few taps underneath and allow it to level out. Next up, we're adding some fresh ricotta. I made this morning. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to know how to make this recipe too. Absolutely delicious, and it adds a bit of freshness to the dish. I've just seasoned it with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of lemon zest. Now we're adding our pea, broad bean, and mint relish, and we're going to spoon that into the gaps all over. Next up is our ham crisps, which we made earlier, and we just put those in between the bits of ricotta so that every mouthful when you eat the risotto you get something different. The final touch is a few fresh mint leaves just scattered all around. I've got new videos being uploaded every week, so to make sure that you don't miss out, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and that way you'll always know when a new video comes online. And here you have it, my pea risotto with fresh ricotta, pea relish, crispy ham and mint. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I've been the London Chef.